welcome back to my channel. Ignore the mess in the background, we will get to that. Anyhow, today is Saturday. You're going to see this probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I just finished editing a video for this weekend that I wanted to share with you guys, so that should be up and running before you see this. Also, I just finished editing a new profile picture and banner and everything for the channel, so I hope you guys like the upgrade. Anyhow, on to today's video. As you can see, I'm a hot mess. It is currently 20 after 6. I have to meal prep really quickly because I am working a day shift tomorrow, and 5 o'clock is going to come super quick. No, I normally don't work day shift. I am normally a 12-hour night shift. However, they were short on day shift and I picked up the extra shift. So, yeah. Last night I worked a night shift, so that's kind of why it's later in the evening while I'm recording this. Anyhow, I want to show you guys what I got for groceries this week. This is for my weight loss plan. I have 2 different meals. Sorry, technically it's 4 different meals because I have 2 casseroles, something like a taco bowl without like the pita, and then I have a chili without beans because I don't like beans. I don't know what it is. I just don't like them. Anyhow, so I'm going to show you guys what I bought for that. Now, that is just my lunch and dinner recipes. I'll show you guys what I'm going to have for snacks when I pack my lunch bag for tomorrow. But my breakfast, I already had eggs, so I didn't bother buying any eggs. But I'll just make up a scramble and then that will be it. I also have my protein powder that I will put into a little baggie. Like, I'll show you guys everything as I go through it, but I just want you to know that the grocery haul itself is relatively small. It was just the items that I didn't already have that I had to get in order to make these recipes. So anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, show you guys what I got, and then we'll get into the meal prep and what I'm taking to work tomorrow. Okay, so this is everything I got. I didn't buy another bag of broccoli just because I already have some in the deep freeze. But yeah, so this is what I got. I got a thing of onions, 4 bell peppers, 2 things of mushrooms. I got a low-fat sour cream, marbled cheese, just some yogurt. I got the California mix, so just carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, 2 cans of the cream of chicken soup, and then 2 decent sized cans of the diced tomatoes that are already spiced. And then I've got some beef broth and 2 packs of the ground turkey. I didn't need to buy rice because I already have rice. And same with the taco seasoning. I don't need to go get any of that because I've already got everything here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a broccoli casserole and a bean-free chili. So the only thing that I didn't get for those that I need, so the only thing that I didn't get for those 2 okay, so with that, like I said, I have 4 recipes. I have a broccoli cauliflower casserole that I'm going to make. The only thing I didn't need to buy for that recipe itself was the rice. And I'm only going to add like half a cup, and that half a cup is going to make 4 meals. So it's extremely low carb for those 4 meals. And then the second meal I'm going to make is the beanless chili. Yeah, and the only thing I didn't need to buy for that was like the seasoning itself, because I already have everything here in the cupboard. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I make that, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I pack my lunch and everything for tomorrow. Okay guys, so I have 3 pots, one for my rice, one for my veggies, and one for my chili. And then I just have a pan for my ground turkey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unthaw my ground turkey, get everything set up, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is half a cup. So we're going to do 2 of these. And then 4 with water. Okay, so I'm just going to give that a quick stir to make sure it doesn't like seal together. I'm going to put this on the back burner because it's just going to sit out of the way anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that on medium high. I'm going to let that boil, and then once it starts boiling, I'm going to shut it off, cover it, and then just kind of let it sit until it's ready. So we're going to do this. Medium high. Now all I used was water. If I wanted like extra flavor, like if I was making just rice, I would normally use like a veggie broth or something, but for this recipe I'm already gonna have all kinds of flavors anyway. It's more or less just like a filler, so I just use water, and that's that. Next are my veggies. So again, just a pot, and I'm using the Green Giant veggies. This one says cover and boil for 5 minutes. Just break up the veggies really quickly. Now, that doesn't look like a whole lot of water. Well, that's what they're calling for, so we're gonna do that, and I guess we cover it. So now I'm gonna go ahead, check on my ground turkey, and then we'll get that started. Alright, so I'm just going to add this to my pan. So just while everything is kind of doing its thing, I'm going to take a minute and open up my cans and shred up my cheese, and then hopefully by then I will be able to cover the rice and shut that off and move everything into a casserole dish. Okay, so the ground turkey is about halfway done, and because I am going to put this from this pan to the pot, I am going to put in a small onion that I diced up. And then just kind of mix that in. I didn't add any extra flavors or anything to this, just because I'm going to add the flavor, like the seasonings and stuff, to the chili itself. And just so you guys know, these are different forks that I'm using, just so you guys don't think that I'm like putting the uncooked meat into everything. Okay, so that one's almost done, and the rice is just starting to boil, so I'm going to give that another minute, and then I'm going to take that off the heat. Okay, so just while we're kind of waiting for everything to finish up, I'm going to add in my beef broth to my pan. Okay, and I'm just going to set that over here. I'm going to shut my rice off. I'm actually going to switch this and the rice just because the rice burner's hot, so we're going to set that there. And this one can shut off now because it's done. Alright, so I'm just going to go and drain my veggies. Now, because the casserole is only going to be for me, I'm just using a small cake pan. Just because I don't have any like single-sized casserole dishes. Okay guys, so the ground turkey is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drain, actually you know what, I'm probably not even going to drain it because there's not much water. No, you know what, I am. And then I'm going to go ahead and dump it into my beef broth. And just kind of stir that up. Make sure all the big pieces aren't just kind of sticking together. Okay, so next is just the can of diced tomatoes. Now that was a relatively large can. If you're using the smaller ones, I would recommend 2 to 3 cans. But because that was a decent sized can, that's the only thing I'm going to add. Alright, so next I'm just going to go in and add my chili seasoning. Now this I do to taste, just because some people like it a little spicier and others don't really like the spice. So when you add your seasonings, do add to your taste. Alright, so I'm just going to let that boil a little bit, and kind of, I don't want to say like boil down, but at the same time I want it to kind of thicken up a little bit, just because for me that's just a little too much liquid. Let's just put it that way. And again, this is something else that is a personal thing. I have 3/4 of a cup of shredded cheese. And then when I go to heat this up later, like when I go to eat it, I will have just like a little sprinkle of cheese on top. But that's it for the chili. The cheese is just something I find helps thicken it up a little bit. Okay guys, so I just went ahead and added the rice to my vegetables. I'm just going to open up the cream of chicken and pour those in. Actually, you know what? I have 2 of these, but I think one is going to do it. It coated it pretty well. Let's just see here. Yeah, I think I'm only going to stick to the 1 can because I still need to add the sour cream and then the cheese on top when it's all done. So, and for this, I'm just using 1/3 of a cup. Okay, and just mix that all in. So same with the chili, about 3/4 of a cup of cheese. And this time I'm just going to sprinkle it on top. I'm not going to mix it in. Alright, so I'm just going to put this in the oven because everything else is already cooked inside of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this in the oven at like 350. Just long enough for everything to kind of boil to the top. Okay guys, so it is now 7:06. I'm starting to like run out of time because I really need to like get ready for bed. The kitchen's a mess, but I'm not going to worry about that because my boyfriend's going to tidy it up for me, so I don't have to worry about that. He's going to do everything, thank goodness, because I just don't have the time for any of that. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm planning my day. My meal plan, as you will, is supposed to be low carbs, but that is for the day. That is not like per meal. So because there's nothing added to the chili, I have the extra carbs in my dinner. So the rice that I added to the veggie mix casserole thing is going to be my carbs for when I come home. So I need something in the morning that's going to kind of pull me through everything. No, I'm not a really big eater in the morning because normally I'm not up in the morning. So I'm going to show you guys, I was going to do an egg scramble, but honestly, I'm not going to want to eat that in the morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I prep my overnight oats. Because that's something I can eat really quickly, not have to worry about it. I don't have to like, it's done. And then if I don't feel like eating it at like 5 o'clock in the morning, I can eat it when I go into work at 7 or, you know, whenever my break is. I will also show you how I have everything planned for my protein shake. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how I lay everything out. So like, before I go in tomorrow morning, so I will get to work at like 6:30ish. I will then take my pre-workout then, so I will take that with me. So that has to be prepped and ready to go. My protein shake itself, I will just take the powder and store the milk in the fridge when I get there so that I can kind of mix it together. And that'll kind of add more protein to like my lunch and kind of help pull me through the day. Now in the morning when I have my coffee, I'll have my collagen and all of that. So I want to have everything in the cup for tonight, so that when I get up in the morning, all I have to do is press start and everything else it'll just do it. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my oats, and then we'll get into my drinks.
It's very sick. Want to know what it is?
Okay, so I'm just using this little mason jar, and I have 1/4 of a cup. I'm going to do 2 of these so that I have at least 1/2 a cup of oats. So I'm just using the quick oats. like I said, I'm gonna do half a cup, so. So it's gonna look like this. So then I also have my hemp hearts and my chia seeds. And I'm only going to add in a tablespoon of each. If I weren't adding the hemp hearts, I would definitely do 2 of the chia seeds, but so there's that one. So just give it like a little stir. And to give it a little extra something, I am using the 1UP Liquid Gold lemon crumble flavored protein. Again, it's just added protein to kind of help get me through the day. So just adding 1 scoop of that. It looks like a lot when I have it like this, but it smells delicious. And then I'm just going to go in and add my milk. And I only fill it to about here because when I mix it all in, it's going to go down, but it's also going to expand overnight. So just keep that in mind when you're filling everything, that the chia seeds and everything in here are going to expand. Same with like the oatmeal, it's going to fluff up. So I pour all my milk in, I'm just going to give it a quick stir. Alright, so like I said, just going to stir this up. And put my seal on, and it's ready to go for the morning. All I have to do is grab it, stir it, good to go. So breakfast is done. Next, I'm just using my 1UP bottle. Again, same thing, just because I want something that will get me through the day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this up with milk, and then when I get to work, I'm just gonna chuck it in the fridge. But I'm gonna put my bottle and everything in there now. So I'm just gonna add this, my milk, and we're good to go. Actually, you know what? I might just put everything in it now and then just shake it up when I get to work. So to go in with my protein, I also have the EPN glutamine. Yes, I know they're 2 different companies. I've been working with 1UP for a couple of years now. EPN is maybe about a year old for me. But yeah, I'm just going to mix everything together. So this will be my probably around 3 o'clock. Maybe it depends on what time I eat my oats at. If I eat my oats in the morning, I will have this around lunchtime. If not, this will be later in the afternoon. But this will be 2 scoops of the protein. And that gives me 50 grams of protein for tomorrow. So that will get me through the day. Like I said, I have my glutamine in there. My collagen will go in my morning coffee. Also, the one that I use when I get to work is the EPN Energy. This one is the peach mango. I will do this before I do just the plain water, but I will have this at 6:30. That gives it about half an hour for it to kick in, and then hopefully that will get me through until my break, like my lunch break, and then yeah, so hopefully that brings me through the day. Okay, so for my actual lunch, this is what the chili looks like. So yeah, I just have, I did like 2 ladles full. I know I probably should have measured it out, but there's that. Again, I didn't add any extra like salt, pepper, anything like that, just because there's already a lot of flavoring in it. But this is what I'm having for lunch. And then to go with that, I have my orange. Yeah, so chili, orange, blueberry yogurt that I'm going to put into a little dish. And I'm just using the Beachbody cups. Okay, so I have about half full. So yeah, if everything goes all right, these 2 will be my first little bit to go, and then the chili will be like after dinner. It really depends on how short-staffed we are and how busy we are on who gets breaks at what time. So yeah, that is my lunch for tomorrow. It is now 7:30, so I have to put everything away. Like I said, my boyfriend's gonna help clean up the kitchen, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna go make sure that I have the rest of my bag put together, like my hand cream, gum, everything else that I'm taking. If you guys want to see what I put in that bag, let me know down below and I will make a separate video. But yeah, I have to go get ready for bed because 5 o'clock comes very early. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys for the next one.